train. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns.
What do you want, the boots off?
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Yes, they are. I remember this.
That's why I said it made
These teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw on second down. Wyatt flush to his right. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
On 1st and 10, Wyatt. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Hunt. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Wyatt. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Toss running left, Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Browns 7, Dolphins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tagovailoa, and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. His first carry, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Caleb Chesa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Wyatt. Under pressure, and down he goes. Bud Dupree. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Wyatt. And the pressure gets to him again.
Taken down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Complete.
A good pickup there, a 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Second and goal from inside the 5. On second and goal, here's the option. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Tua. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
A 20-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Wyatt. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the Dolphins.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morrison. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Hines. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This is Hines. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down. They'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Wyatt eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wyatt. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. His throw incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
2nd and 11 now. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Hines. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Looking to pass. Tua hit, and the ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Go play something else.
Coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wyatt. Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll run. This is Hunt. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Temporarily out of field goal range.
Yesterday was.
Come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the gun, Wyatt flushed out right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
After I read one of the stories, each chapter book, can I play?
No, because it's already 8 o'clock.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Do you think that attitude's going to get you to play?
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Don't give me why didn't you when I wasn't home? So don't be mad at me.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that is
Grayson,
incomplete.
you can whine all you want.
Down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You had plenty of time. I didn't get home till 7 o'clock.
That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
already on week 8.
On third down, Wyatt. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Stop the crying! Just stop! I don't want to hear it.
Nice option right there. You get a chunk play out.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Like there's no reason to cry. Why? I said what? I said what? Right, because it's already 8 o'clock, Grayson.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's 7:59 right now.
Cashes in with 6. Extra point now by Boswell. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Dolphins 27, Browns 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
As soon as I'm done, I'm coming upstairs. So just brush teeth.
How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
What,
This is
Grayson?
where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes
Yes, you could have played today.
You had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Go brush teeth.
The run got 4.
Because
Now
I
they
had to
deal
go
with a
meet a
second
guy at
and
the baseball
6.
field, and then I had to go help Uncle Sesto.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Wyatt over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Wyatt, he'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Wyatt, that's Isabella open on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taken down at the 14.
Where was it at?
Played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
Brush your teeth. Brush. Telling her.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Wyatt. It's caught at the 7-yard line. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Dolphins 27, Browns 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Going for the deep ball. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
To number 15.
A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 1st and 10, Wyatt. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wyatt. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the gun, Wyatt. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the season.
What happened?
Inroads here on that deficit.
Because I touched your toothbrush? I did not!
Up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
What happened? All right, get done brushing teeth. Let's go. What happened, Lily?
First and 10 at their
Grayson, come here. Come here. Don't hum me. Did you hear what Lily just said? And you don't tell her sorry. Go spit.
Here's Tua. He'll find Metcalf. And he's upended at the 33.
Come here, Grayson.
Pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
You know what pisses me off? You hurt her, and you don't care. You could care less. You could care less. She's crying, saying Grayson opened the door and hit my toe. And you don't care. It's not sorry, Lily. I didn't mean to, Lily. Tell her you're sorry. You didn't know she was hurt. You can't hear her crying. What the hell are you listening to? She's been crying for 2 minutes. You can't hear that? Go. Go. Spit and go. You're done. You're pissing me off.
Yeah, I need to brush my teeth. You gotta throw it away.
Do you know why?
No.
You hurt her.
Yeah, I'm trying to spit, but then you yell at me to come over there.
You hurt
Yes.
her.
You yelled at
Do
me
you understand?
to go. Yes, but you yelled at me to go over there. I went over there.
And even after all of this, you haven't said I'm sorry, Lily. I didn't mean to, Lily. You need to tell her you're sorry.
What do you need to do?
Tell her you're sorry.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protections, and now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters' blocks like you're a sprinter. Get a little bit of those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done, but they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Past the 12. There he goes left side. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now it's Hines. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Are you okay, Lily? Finish brushing, honey. I'll come help you in just a minute.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.